It starts with a wizard, he's old and he's wise, and though he is small, there is strength in his size. The Goliath from the west, he's not smart, but he's strong. The Flagon Slayers, this is their song. Now the warlock, he's lost all the memories he had, 'cause to deal with a demon went seemingly bad. And the druid on his quest to save the shadow plane, when you hear tortured souls, you'll remember his name. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on. The cleric, she heals in the light of the moon. She wants to find purpose, it'll come someday soon. Then the rogue draws his sword, metals clashing again. When it comes to a duel, he will always win. They're the Flagon Slayers, they drink and they fight. They're the Flagon Slayers, by day or by night. They're the Flagon Slayers, and this is their song. They're the Flagon Slayers, the adventure goes on.
Welcome back to the Flagon Slayers, everyone.
That's not your job. Stay in your lane, Caleb.
No one was ready for this.
You'll be in this chair eventually.
I will.
Stay in your lane.
And I am expecting the
stay in
amount
your lane.
of I don't know what the word is. I'm stupid.
Shithousery.
There we go. Thank you.
So, in case you missed last week, the party kind of separated. Thea had a conversation with Meryl and took care of her twin siblings who were still ill from the effects of the keys. Animus and Zygon traveled back to the Ivory Tower after confronting Zygon's shades and did some investigation work. And then Anzu eventually joined them, finding Linares' first spell book that she had turned into a familiar named Grim. And the party were allowed to investigate by a very cooperative sergeant of the city guard, and met a young private named Jackson, who Animus decided to take under his wing. No pun intended.
Just a literal.
Funny because he's a bird.
Thank you. That's our ranger.
Oh my god.
I'm back, baby.
He's back, baby. Are you drinking one of those weird, like, off-brand energy drinks that you find in, like, the international section of...
No, I'm drinking local brewery, Four Hands Brewing.
I love Four Hands.
Wait, which one is it?
The popsicle one.
Oh, okay, I love
I
Four
hear
Hands.
those are good.
Is it
Four Hands
orange
is so
sickle?
good.
Quite good.
Anyway, so Cirrus, who has been away from the group for a little while,
I gotta make sure this isn't loud as
let's start with you.
Oh boy. Caleb, mute your mic, man.
When your
I have
mountain of dice are coming
I have
out.
two hold on, there's two mics I have to mute.
Give me just a second, guys.
Why do you have
gotta use
two mics?
I gotta use nasal spray because I'm having sinus drainage.
Do you not have a button on your microphone? Oh.
All right.
Okay. Well,
So, Cirrus,
yes.
roll survival check for me.
We're not off to a great start. Survival. Ba-ba-da-ba. 11.
11. Having to do D&D math again.
Gotta do math.
So, a few days ago, I think in campaign it would be about a day and a half, 2 days ago. You received a note, requesting, basically saying that, the beast that had attacked your village had been spotted, nearby. Upon further investigation, you discovered that those reports may have been fabricated,
Oh no.
and that whoever contacted you about this has some sort of knowledge on why you are in the Primaterial Plane. As you're coming back into town, it's a few days since you've not been in contact with your group. You're getting back into Amon. You really don't even know if they're still here, but you're making your way to the guild hall. As you're walking through, having to come from the north, going south, walking through the upper slums, you begin to get the feeling that someone or something is watching you. And we'll say this is the same night that the group is at the Ivory Tower trying to figure out why the Shade Zygons attacked.
Can I kind of like casually like look up in the trees, kind of above me, and
Yeah, make an investigation check with disadvantage because you're trying not to be seen.
six.
You don't really notice anything. This is your first time back in civilization in a few days, so you're a little sensory overload. You hear people, like the bars that are just like ramshackle shacks with like 3 walls and an open area and then some chairs. A lot of people in them are being loud. You see a fist fight that breaks out in one of them as a guy gets thrown into the street in front of you, splashing mud onto your clothes. But yeah, you don't really notice anything.
Can I like stop in a? I'll keep walking toward kind of the main area toward the guild hall, but I want to stop in maybe a store or something like that.
It's pretty late,
Okay.
so it's more
yeah, it's
likely that you
nighttime,
can find like
so.
a bar or something. But yeah, you could.
Yeah, I'll stop at a bar then. Grab
Okay.
a drink.
So on the edge of the upper slums, there's a one of the only like permanent buildings in the area, called the guardhouse. It's named that ironically. As you go in, you see a few people who are deep into their cups, pretty sleepy.
Like, how late is
bar.
it? Is it like?
It's probably like 1 in the morning.
Okay.
But yeah, you see a bartender, a chunk missing out of one of his ears, a scar across his muzzle, kind of like an orange kind of tabby cat looking tabaxi, just wiping the bar down, kind of making sure everything's put away for the night.
I asked for 2 beers.
Okay.
2 drinks.
Goes over, gets you 2 2 small ales. Slides them over to you. Goes back to cleaning up the bar.
I will put one drink like in the seat next to me. Not in the seat, but at the seat next to me. And
Okay.
I'll just start drinking my drink.
A few minutes go by.
See if I can bait out whoever's following me.
You don't seem to notice anyone. You finish your drink. You think maybe you were just being paranoid. And as you pay and get ready to leave, you see a figure walk in. Cloak draped over very broad shoulders. Kind of a lumbering upper body, but as you look like at the torso and the cloak, it kind of fits this like very small shape. You see a human man in his probably mid-60s, starting to bald on top with a receding hairline, silvery white hair. He looks over at you. He goes over, grabs the drink that you bought. Thanks. He starts to drink it. And you make a perception check for me.
Terrible rolls to start.
Gotta get him out of the way.
Right. Said perception?
Mm-hmm.
Here you are. 10.
10. As you're examining this figure, as he's kind of drinking, you see on his hands are these like, it looks like woven into his skin are like these brass gloves, like kind of over his hands, and it leads up the cloak into this large, broad-shouldered back, and it looks kind of like a you know how like Donkey Kong looks like with like really big upper body, kind of looks like that. You see he drinks the drink, a little bit going down his chin. Well, you have any luck?
What?
Well, you look like a hunter, so
Oh.
you got any luck?
It's been mixed, I guess. Some good days, some bad.
Yeah, I know what that's like. I used to be a hunter.
Hmm.
Well, thanks for the drink. Downs it. You see, just walks out
What do you want from me?
as he turns back. Just a little field research. Leaves.
I don't like that. I finish up my drink and pay and skedaddle toward the guild hall, I guess.
Yeah, as you come out, nowhere to be seen.
Okay, yeah.
Uh,
Go to the guild hall.
Yeah, you eventually make your way to the guild hall. We'll say everybody has kind of reconvened at this point. Thea, you just received a vision. Do you remember that?
A little.
Yeah, so it was a vision of Western.
Oh.
Western was like
Fire.
being on fire and attacked and everything, and then you
And
saw
my
a
mom.
like younger version of your mom, who told you, "Do not come here."
Of course we're gonna go there. Of course we're gonna go there.
Did they clone my mom?
That would be heavy.
What?
That would be weird, huh?
That'd be crazy.
Be insane.
That would be kind of nuts.
That'd be kind of crazy.
I don't know if I'd like that.
Birdie, stop it.
Yeah,
So-
Birdie, stop.
Yeah, Birdie. No, Birdie's a good girl.
No, she's not. She's chewing on my hand lotion.
Oh.
Just all comes out.
Listen,
never
I got dry
mind.
hands.
Hey, it's the
I wasn't laughing
transition.
at the
I work
lotion.
hard.
I was laughing at the image of her
Wow, Caleb,
chewing
you
the
suck.
lotion and it just
Dry
explodes.
hands are an
I use
epidemic
lotion.
in this country, Caleb.
Fucking terrible. I hate it.
I use lotion all the time.
Especially
How
Yeah,
am
I
I supposed
bet
to
you do.
moisturize my working hands if she chews up my working hands lotion?
not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
No, but it's good stuff.
I
But
need,
Not
if you want a
sponsored.
sponsor,
I need to get the simpler
O'Keefe's.
times back.
So you guys are all back in the guild hall. Zygon, Anzu, and Animus, you guys were kind of discussing everything that you kind of picked up. Sirius, you come in. You guys see him covered in mud. You see like a few twigs are stuck in his clothes, but he's got this really nice. He's got Final Judgment across his back. A little bit worse for wear, but nothing. Nothing.
I am
a
going
little
to press
R&R
the
can't fix.
digit.
All right, the mud is gone from your clothing, Sirius.
oh, that's better.
Sirius, where have you been?
Oh, out and about.
Out and about. Interesting.
Had this errand to run.
Okay.
It was a whole thing.
Well, we've got some stuff we need to probably go over a little bit of some information. Maybe not when we're, in the middle of our busier hours of the night, but hey Thea, can you help me with something? How busy
What?
is it right now, Jacob?
I mean, it's like 1 a.m. The bar's basically closed by now. Also,
I
Thea's
thought
upstairs.
it was like
Busy.
I really thought
Actually, it'd be more like 2 now.
I
yeah,
thought
so
it
it's
was like
around 2 in the
11 or
morning.
like 10 or 11. Like
No, it's like 2 in the morning.
we close at 1. That just seems like we could be
1:30.
making more money.
No, 1:30 is bar close.
Not in Denver.
Can't serve drinks past bar close.
Uh,
Close at 1:15.
but Thea is upstairs with the twins right now, so
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a kobold. I'm gonna like wave down one of the ones that are trying to like clean up after the night. Excuse me. Okay, I need you to go upstairs and get Thea. Just knock on her door and point downstairs. Why is he doing math?
And it's okay. He's got this.
No, I believe in him.
Running the steps.
I believe
That
in him.
needs-
Let him do his thing.
Upstairs, Thea, come down. Can I also order?
I
Oh,
think
wait. Let him do
Honestly,
one
they
thing
get
at a
a-
time.
after
One
free
thing at a
would
time.
walk upstairs.
you see he begins running and he immediately exits the guild hall.
Hey, he tried.
No, you're right. You're right.
I rolled a 4.
I'm gonna flag down another kobold because we have a lot of them.
It's true. There's like 200.
Too many.
Okay, I need you to go upstairs and get Thea and bring her downstairs. To here, right here, on this table. Please roll at least a 7.
Goes upstairs.
I thought he would go to the basement.
I'm gonna listen to his footsteps because I mean it's like
You hear a door open and then slam, and then another door open and then slam, and then another door open and then slam, and then another door open and then slam. And then Thea, you hear a knock on the door.
Who is it?
The door just goes huge open.
Where is he pointing?
He's not pointing anywhere. He's just saying hi.
Hi.
And then the door slams, and then he runs back downstairs.
Yep.
Sounds like Animus needs me.
Is she coming downstairs? Can you go back up and bring her?
No, Animus, just go get her
downstairs?
yourself.
No, I've already invested too much time into this. As
Listen,
this is...
you haven't trained them to do this.
No. We haven't trained him to go to the fridge and get a beer for me and bring it to me.
Imagine he just like grabs my hand and like does.
A few moments later, you see a disheveled Turk in pajamas come out of the barracks with this kobold tugging on him.
Turk,
Turk?
I'm so sorry, Turk.
What's going on, guys? Just...
You can go back to sleep.
Huh?
No, it's okay.
Are we fighting something?
No, not right now. Did you take care of the rock, by the way? Big Bird?
Uh,
I think Saigon said or someone said they
I
were
think
had you guys-
Anzu, correct? I think you said that we were gonna do that tomorrow.
That sounds right.
What?
The big bird.
Rock, Big Bird.
Yes.
I don't know what.
And then
genre
I'll
of
look
music
at the
bird
kobold
likes.
and I'll go, there.
Turk, you can go to sleep.
Okay, guys.
Good night.
Have a good night.
You're doing a good job. While this is all happening, I'm setting up my herbalism station at one of our tables.
Okay. The kobold comes back, Thea, and says,
Uppies. That's what
"Puppies."
I'm like, okay. No.
Just picks him up.
I'm like, where are we going?
He eventually leads you downstairs.
Okay.
Thank you. Wow, that took a lot longer than I thought.
I think you should have just got her yourself.
I should have
I think-
just walked up to Thea myself. I apologize, Thea. I won't have that happen again.
Now productivity is lower because now we're down one kobold.
Now wait. I wonder what he's going to get.
Too late now.
I'm actually curious to see what he's bringing.
He's gonna show up 8 weeks later with like
A
Oh,
dragon.
wow.
Just I found the dragon, boss.
Oh my god. Thea, how are the kids doing?
They're fine. They're sleeping it off.
Has Junior woken up yet? He will. So we went and searched the ivory tower, and they had already had an entire platoon of guards there searching the place before us. But we found other than the fact that everything was kind of ravaged through and things were knocked over, and also the guards didn't know how to actually go through a crime scene without stepping on every little thing that we needed as evidence. There was a weird residue, and we got a couple vials of it. It's this green residue. It's some type of poison. I was wondering if you could help me identify the poison. And in the time it took me to set up this herbalism kit, that's how long it also took for a kobold to finally realize to get you and bring you down here. Once again, that's my
The
fault.
door slams open to the guild hall, and this kobold comes running in and slaps a fish down right in front of you, Animus.
That's silly.
Good job, sir. I'm so proud of you for going and getting that fish for me. What kind of fish is it?
Make a nature check to see if you know what kind of fish this is.
It's a fishy fish
It's a fish.
that smells.
Like fish.
It's a 14.
14. This is just a normal smallmouth bass.
Noise.
You assume since there's no like freshwater areas around here that was probably stolen.
Oh, Birdie, did you toot?
Look at her face. Look at her face. She's like, maybe.
Alright, well, that bass is gonna be on tomorrow's menu, I guess. Okay. Let's,
Would it be today's menu?
Bass buddy.
yeah, it would be today's menu.
Time?
Yeah, time-wise, yes.
Time is a flat circle.
Alright,
Correct. Much like Earth.
I'm gonna start putting the poison through the system, through the tubes and
Can I roll an identify poison check?
That would be a medicine check.
Okay,
I'll translate.
thank you. I think I get advantage on those.
If you I'm giving you guidance as well.
Okay. That's a D4, right?
Yes.
I could use it. Okay, it's a dirty 20.
So as you're kind of examining this dust, as Animus is putting it through all of his sieves and his beakers and everything, this has like a very potent necrotic feeling to it. You don't know what it would necessarily do.
Make you dead? I'm just kidding.
I mean, that's what all poisons technically do in enough doses.
Yeah.
But it's like there's necrotic energy to it, but the magic that is infused into it is just like inert. Like it's just like gone, but still, it's like resonating, but it's not. It's not active.
Is it necrotic magic that's like?
Yeah, it's necrotic in nature. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can you change school? Won't leave me alone. Okay. But I don't know like what it is specifically.
Not exactly, no.
Okay.
It's not any plant or poison that you've come in contact with before.
Okay.
This is a weird one.
What if I just put my finger in it and take it out?
Anzu
I'm just kidding.
Anzu already did that.
Okay.
So.
That was a joke.
Of course he did.
Well, he didn't die, but he did.
He snorted it though.
I'm feeling silly today.
Feeling a little silly.
Oh, so.
A little silly goose.
I got off work at 2:30, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
Silly goose.
And then I worked at 10.
Ugh, jeez.
Okay. Anyway, okay. I don't really know what to do with it now.
Well, if it's not made of some sort of plant that we're aware of, it's some sort of synthetic or just mineral or something that we've never come across before.
Jacob,
Mm-hmm.
can I look at my book of plants and see if it's anything in there?
Yeah, roll a nature check for me.
God damn it.
I'll give him guidance.
The dice, they know that they have not been used. They've got to knock the
Fucking-
rust off.
6.
Oof.
You flip through the book a few times. There's no powder in correlation with any of these plants that would match.
Okay. Well, I mean, it definitely seems pretty powerful for a poison, and the only thing that I know is, for whatever reason, the guards said this was a classic breaking and entering. They weren't trying to hurt anyone, they were just trying to get in and get out and make some money on what they stole. And Obviously, that's not true considering all of their weapons were tipped with this poison, and they were also definitely the
Could have been
Zygon
that
doubles.
Mo guy.
No, it was the Zygon doubles. We saw them, remember, when we walked and followed them.
His glaucoma is progressing at an accelerated rate.
It'd be great if like we looked up in the corner and Mo was just like sitting there,
Just spider monkeyed into the roof.
I'll go check on
ready
him
with
again.
another net.
But yeah, it's very clear that they were trying to, or most likely trying to kill Linares. So
Awesome.
And coming off the back of Mathis's attempted assassination, it seems pretty clear that they're targeting members close to our group or possibly working with our group. I feel like they would have made a move on us already. You know, if they were going for us, they would, like, they can make a move at any moment.
Maybe they're shy.
No, there's something else going on here. I'll have to figure that one out.
So, on my way back, I don't know if this will, add to anything. I ran into a person, a guy.
Congratulations.
Yep.
There's a lot of those in the city.
There's a couple of those, yeah. But this guy, he followed me for a while. I don't know how long he was following me. And then I accidentally bought him a drink. And
Did he ask you out?
no. But I asked him what he wanted, and he said he was doing some field research.
Field research.
What did he look like?
Generic male man, not mailman, but
A mailman.
but
He was a mailman.
human male, white hair, looked older-ish,
Okay.
and a cloak, hood up.
Jacob, does that match the description of the guy that was following us back when we fought the Medusa?
Oh my god, I was thinking the same thing, but I don't...
No, so that was a dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what...
This guy was human.
Okay. Well, I mean, whenever we were following some of those weird crossbred creatures around, there was some guy who was also following us around at the same time, and he had been doing what he called research on us from afar.
Was it the same guy?
No, not the same guy, but it's the same creatures. I think we talked briefly about this when you first came to this plane. It's just a lot of coincidences that there's somebody doing that.
I believe the one who was following us was working for someone.
Yeah.
Was his name Stuart?
Oh, geez.
I just feel like it was, and I don't know why.
Oh, son of a
That's the name that came to mind.
Was he little?
I already showed up all my D&D notes, so I don't know anything.
Gosh dang it. Zach. That's a bummer that Birdie got to your stuff.
Yeah, I'm pissed. So I don't get to remember anything anymore.
Daisy grabbed my Xanathar's guide and chewed one of the corners off.
That's
Oh, she also did that to some of my books.
Jeez. Do we know how far back the Medusa fight was?
About a year and a half, or maybe even 2.
Oof.
If
Yeah.
I knew...
Probably 3 or 4 pages, Caleb.
Yeah, very minimum. Anyway, it doesn't super matter.
I'll find his name. You guys talk for a sec.
So, Zygon pipes up. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you guys something. You guys remember the guy with the mustache? It was like really like, you remember that guy?
Yeah, the The
the
captain?
the sergeant,
Yeah, sergeant.
captain, whatever he was.
That guy.
Yeah.
Saigon,
I don't know.
You were the captain.
I'm always the captain. I don't know if like he was under control or something, or if it was, but like Shavira like went inside my mind and like said stuff, and like he had green eyes and stuff. It was weird.
Oh, I bet that was her.
It's possible. She
Well,
seems to have eyes everywhere.
Because can't green dragons, like, I mean, most dragons, I think, in general, but especially green ones, can't they just disguise themselves however they want?
Green dragons are the most deception heavy
Exactly.
of the chromatic dragons. They are usually deceivers. So yeah, I mean, green dragons are known to
And there's a trick
inhabit
before
different
I know
forms.
something about deceiving.
Exactly.
Know a thing or two.
Exactly. Game respects game, sort of thing.
Exactly. That's why she scares me so much.
I don't know if it's anything, but like I just thought it was weird, and I should bring it up.
Well, that's no good. I guess while we're at it, I should let you guys know I had a weird little vision of Western burning. So keep an eye out for that. And then I saw a young version of my mom there, and she said, "Don't come here." You don't know what that means?
I think it's telling us to go there.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so.
I feel like maybe it's telling us not to go there.
I can't imagine.
I don't know. We've done pretty well so far with doing the opposite thing.
Andrew, Animus, any weird people contacting you in the last 24 hours?
I don't know. My glaucoma's making a comeback, but that's about it.
That is pretty weird, to be fair.
The demon glaucoma.
I think that's kind of up there with creepy people. Animus?
No, nothing.
No?
Nothing weird for me. Other than the fact that I was there with Zygon, and I saw the sergeant. He didn't really seem like he was something else, but that's, of course, I've never met the sergeant of this city, and Shavira is also extremely good at doing that exact thing. So if Shavira's in the city, that's another problem.
Animus woke me up at about 3 a.m. a couple of days ago. That was a bit odd.
Yeah, that would.
Said he had some ribs in the oven.
What? Are you sure that was me? I've never cooked ribs.
It may have been you. I don't know. I didn't have my glasses on. Who sleeps with the glasses?
Was it? It could have been one of the kobolds. I know they were working on some pretty crazy food the past week.
Maybe it was just a pigeon.
It could have been just a pigeon. Alright, we need to figure something
No,
out.
it was a bird. It squawked at me and everything. Maybe.
To be fair, the kobolds definitely squawk. Okay, maybe we should figure out what our next steps are here. I think that Shavira's always been watching us. That's no new thing to us. Her being in the city is a slight discomfort, but realistically she could be anywhere she wanted to within a moment's notice, so that's not something I feel like we focus on right now. We're definitely not ready for a fight with her or whoever else she may have allied in the city.
Yeah, no.
Abby, your dad, or sorry, Thea, your dad.
Abby.
That's got to be one of the first times I've ever done that.
I think that's the first time you've
I've
done that.
always done it. I've always called Abby Thea off camera.
It's
once
true.
or twice. I have never done it the other way around.
That is very true.
That's funny.
We gotta pounce on you when you make those mistakes, though.
Thea, your father went back to Singorn to try to get some allegiance with them now that we have proof of the stuff, the experiments going on.
Yeah, mainly to check on his wife and new child, but yes.
Yes. Well, I'm thinking more on the aspects of what we need to do. Also checking on his wife and his new child. But, what were the other things we needed to try to figure out? It was... One of the vestiges is under the city. And then there's another vestige that we can go after. And I forget where it is. We also need to make alliances with a couple other major cities. We could always send out some messages. Western was one of the ones that your father and Mathis both mentioned. And now that Western has also come up in a vision telling you not to go there, it's a little confusing on if we should go there.
I think we should.
Well, Jacob, can I try to cast scrying on? I'm gonna try and see. I don't know if that vision was like current or like a past thing or like what it was, but I'm gonna try because I know you have to pick a person. So I'm gonna try and like focus on like that version of my mother that I saw.
Okay.
If she is a clone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try and scry.
Alright, let me look at Scry really quick. Because there could be some interesting implications.
Interesting.
Give me my hold music, Zach. Alright, thanks for waiting.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind. Mathis actually said that Western's government is not doing very well. When he
That would
originally...
check out with my vision of it being on fire.
That would check out. I mean, Western's really going through it right now. We definitely shouldn't go to Whitestone. We're not 100% sure if the real Vesper or the fake Vesper even are there right now, considering the fake Vesper lost all her memories and the rest of the 5 found out about her, so she's probably just dead.
Is your spell save DC?
I want to say it's 20, but let me double check. 20.
I rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of discussing this, you get all the materials together, and you spend the next 10 minutes trying to focus in on scrying, and you feel your consciousness kind of zoom off towards Western, and as you get there, you feel this like blockage, like you can't quite see, like everything's kind of blurry, like static from a TV. But yeah, you can't really get through it. You feel a resistance that's blocking you from getting there.
Is it like a normal resistance that I've kind of felt before if I'm like trying to scry on someone and they just resist it? Or is it something different? You know what I mean?
It's definitely not like a third-party source. It is where you are directing the scry is blocking.
Okay. So does that mean I did reach something then?
It means that the person you were trying to reach, so like the woman you saw in your vision, you got there, but then someone or something, including maybe her, did not allow it.
Which means she does exist, potentially.
Potentially.
Okay. Oh my God.
Birdie's a talker.
She's loud. She likes to... Man.
She did not like you saying that she was loud. But yeah, make sure you mark off a spell slot there. And yeah. So now it's about 3 in the morning. If you guys want to have a long rest
Yes.
before like noon, before having to wake up at like noon, you should probably do it now.
Yeah. Also, I checked something. Valeria was the person who worked with Mathis, and me and her made a ton of copies of the research to send out to the governments so that the governments can ally with us. So we
Yeah,
don't
Valeria is one of the 2 people that showed up in the like catacombs.
Yeah. So we don't need to go to governments. I kind of forgot about that. I sleep.
Asleep.
I'm
All
ready
right.
for my eggs and bass in the morning.
Bass eggs.
If they're gonna sleep for like 8 hours, I want to do my 4-hour thing and then read my little manual of quickness of action for 4 more hours.
All right. So, you guys go to sleep. See, around 9 in the morning, you hear a bunch of a bunch of screaming coming from the bar area.
Oh boy.
We'll go downstairs. Are the twins still asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll go downstairs.
Okay, so as you get down there, you see a bunch of the kobolds are running around, looking for something or someone to help, and then you see one kobold just flat on his face on the ground, unconscious at the least.
Oh no.
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 Can I go do a medicine check on him?
Okay, yeah, roll a medicine check.
We lost one. Oh no. Not a kobold.
Look what you've done,
Um,
Animus.
Don't they have a
Sis.
lifespan of like 2 weeks?
7.
No.
They have a
They-
short lifespan.
It's like a year.
So as of the update of kobolds being a playable race, I believe they live to 30.
Oh,
I
okay.
think that is, I think. This guy dead.
Oh shit.
The body is still warm, but this is dead.
I look at all of them and I go, what happened?
And you see one of them runs into the kitchen and brings out a bag of flour and then like pours a little bit of the flour out on the table and goes and sneezes.
Did he do drugs? Did he OD?
And they're all kind of
That
like,
was
they have no
insane.
idea what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Did he? You know? Is that what just happened? Oh my god, Birdie.
Make a investigation check.
Oh,
I
boy.
got Zach hard tonight.
If there was ever an animation I wanted created, it would be a kobold sprinting in the kitchen, running back out with a bag of flour, pouring a line out, and sniffing it all in one.
Birdie.
Hi, birdie dog.
Oh my god.
15.
15. You notice that you see some of the powder that you guys were analyzing last night is still on the table. You guys missed a little bit when you were cleaning up.
Oh my god, Birdie. I was gonna say,
Wait,
I mean,
what did we miss?
if it was the case that he OD'd, I'm like, that's typical line cook energy. But
The powder that you guys got from the crime scene, Anzu.
The one that
Like
you
the
also
poison.
sniffed.
No.
Oh.
One of them got into it. Now he dead.
Ah, I feel bad, but I really don't want to waste a revivify spell.
You see the kobold group starts to part, and you see this old kobold lady who's wearing like an old lady like blouse and has like an old lady wig on come over and holding a handkerchief. She wipes away tears as she cries over the body of her dead son.
Yeah, Abby, come on, you gotta do something. Come on.
Oh, oh no.
It's a guild member.
Oh my god. Fine.
Think of
Okay.
you asshole.
You are so mean. What
Now
if
we're gonna
you
have
made
a. I thought we were gonna have a productive session, but no, we're out here fucking killing kobolds. We're gonna have a funeral today.
Oh my god.
God damn, Jacob.
Jesus Christ.
I
All
did
right.
not know that that's where that was going.
Just help him out a bit.
Is he like unconscious or
No,
dead?
dead.
All right.
No pulse.
Ugh, fucking
Revivify only works within a minute, doesn't it?
yeah.
Better be quick.
I'll cast Revivify on the fucking kobold.
All right. You feel the magic begin to work. As you're within the time frame because you came down here, kind of figured everything out. You feel the magic begin to take hold, and then there's no soul. There's no connection anymore between the body and the soul.
Oh shit.
Are you telling me I just wasted a diamond?
I mean, you can look at it that way.
Because you guys guilt tripped me?
Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
It was your own choice.
I didn't say a
You said,
fucking
come on,
word.
Abby, you gotta do something.
That was Hunter. But Thea, this is really weird.
Yeah.
You are within the time frame of Revivify. This should work,
Right.
but it doesn't.
No, that is weird. You're right.
And then the kobolds, you see them all looking hopefully, and then they all just start weeping.
You gotta do the head shake. You gotta get up and turn around to.
Yeah. I get up, I look at all of them.
They all start crying as you see a few of them begin to lift the body, and they take it down into the basement as a funeral procession goes down into the basement.
Alright, that was quick. No plans or anything?
Kobolds gotta go quick. Their lives are short.
Fair.
Thea, you see
You gotta get ready
Almost
for
like
breakfast.
almost like a shark fin cresting in the water. You see the chef hat going back and forth in the window, connecting the kitchen to the bar. Going back and forth, pacing back and forth. And then finally, the head sticks up and looks at you. And then sinks back down.
Damn.
Look at me menacingly.
Yeah, and a little disappointed.
You're not getting a good breakfast. I can promise you that right now.
That's a bad breakfast look right there.
You're not getting the live
I
octopus on top
fucking
of.
tried. All of that went through my head. I wasn't like, oh, fine. Alright. Not that I wanted his weird octopus eggs anyway.
Whoa, whoa!
It's great stuff.
It's
Steady on.
fantastic.
I never eat it personally. I'm
Um,
allergic to octopus.
A few more hours pass, the rest of you wake up. Thea, make a religion check for me.
Ooh, natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
there it is.
So, you know through your studies that magics that stop the soul from returning to a body are super, super advanced necromancy.
Yeah.
And that you don't quite know how, but this poison is somehow linked to that.
Okay. Do we have any books in our library about necromancy?
Most of them are erotica.
I forget. Yes, you're right. You know, Tusclev and all that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's
I
also
know.
the Necromancer Rises.
Hey.
That's the closest you're gonna get to necromancy in this library.
Can I figure I probably want to go buy some diamonds anyway, just so I can, like, stay stocked up on them. I only have 2 left. So, can I go out and, like, look like a bookshop.
Yeah, are you waiting for the rest of the group to like wake up and you're gonna tell them what happened, or are you gonna just go?
I mean, if I have some time, like I figure, like
You've got like
maybe-
2 hours.
yeah, I'll just
Okay.
go and then I'll let because they need to sleep.
Easy enough. You get 3 diamonds.
Okay. And they
Um,
need
so
to be worth, I believe, 300 gold each.
I think it's either 300 or 500.
I have it written down. Yeah, 300 gold.
Okay, so that's 900 gold.
Ugh.
Oh, having to bring my friends back to life. You begin looking around at bookstores and asking. Most of them do not carry books on necromancy. Necromancy is just frowned upon, to say the least,
I mean,
in
definitely.
Taldore.
I don't personally do it often, but
Your best bet is probably going to like the Kobold Reserve or the conservatory, perhaps Anzu's library at the college would have something.
the Lyceum. Could I
Yeah,
get
you could
in?
head back.
Would they let me
the
in?
Alabaster Lyceum?
Yeah.
They usually don't let you in unless you're faculty or a student. So
Okay. Okay. The Kobold Reserve is in.
the Cobalt Reserve is in a few different places. I believe the closest one is in Western.
Which is where Linares.
It's either Western or Kaimal. Let me double check.
Okay. Is God, what's his name again? Stefan
Stefan.
Minotaur.
Yeah.
Was he a student at the Alabaster Lyceum? Is he still?
He is no longer.
Damn it.
His mom
just gonna
could be
put in-
pretty persuasive to get us back in, though.
Well,
I don't want to deal with his mom, but you know.
no, I don't want to talk to
Was
him.
his mom like the super overprotective
Yes.
one?
Yes. Yeah.
The classic overprotective mom.
Where is the Library of the Cobalt Soul? Yeah, the Cobalt Reserve is in Western. That's where Linares is at, by the way. That's where she went.
Maybe we do need to go west.
I think we should maybe go.
We should possibly think about maybe going.
There's also the Cobalt Vault in Vasselheim. And there is the Valley Archive of the Cobalt Soul in Zadash.
Zadash.
So far.
Okay, so I'm not having any luck. How much time do I have till they were maybe gonna wake up?
Probably about half an hour. After like looking through multiple bookstores.
Okay.
Even the seedy ones that are in the bad side of town. I know, right?
Animus's favorite area.
Yeah.
I will say I haven't done anything about the whole the winery. Do I need to go talk to them?
That's up to you.
I kind of want to. Could I?
That'll take, just to get there will take longer than half an hour.
Oh yeah, I figured.
Because it's outside of the city and a little bit away to the south.
It's over
Maybe on our way
yonder.
out. Let me see.
Well, roll a D100 for me.
Okay. I kind of want to get an actual D100. I was at Metagames.
I know.
and
Yeah,
they
there's
have-
some at Metagames. Yeah.
Also, my friend Seth works there, and he gives me fat discounts. I love him for that.
Oh, well, he give me fat discounts? I shop there almost every week. Gosh dang.
Well, let's go sometime.
Introduce
They know me by name there.
Do you know Seth?
Maybe, I don't know.
71.
Anyway.
Hey, shout out to Seth
71.
at Millions,
Shout out,
guys.
Seth. Shout out.
That's fun. So as you're going through one of the bookstores, you feel like your hands and feet start to tingle a little bit. And then you see this like
Don't tell me I turn blue.
no, you're not going to turn blue. You see this like small font of energy kind of come out of your chest, and then it kind of sits there and kind of hovers, and then it goes and it flashes, and then goes back inside your body. You have resistance to all damage for the next minute.
What the fuck was that?
So you okay? Well, I hope
Super
something-
useful right now. I hope someone
Damn.
tries to stab you.
Yeah,
What just happened?
I'm just gonna go piss someone off real quick. Just so
Hey,
they-
you suck.
What the fuck was that?
That's funny.
Quickly, give me 100 gold. I'll let you stab me 100 times.
I mean, it's resistance. It's not immunity.
Quickly, give me
let's
100
be
gold. I'll let you
generous
stab me
here.
5 times.
Okay. Well. I guess I'll just head back to the guild hall for right now.
Okay.
But I'm also gonna cast sending to Linares and ask her. You said she's in Western, right?
Yeah, she said that she was going to go to the Kobold Reserve to see if she could find information on these shadow creatures, among other things.
And I assume she would just go. She'd be like straight there, like not.
She
bragging.
theoretically could get there really quickly. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cast ending, and I'm gonna say, hey, how are things in Western? I had a freaky vision that it was on fire. Just thought I'd ask.
A few moments pass. Nothing. A few more moments pass. Oh, hello, dear. Sorry it took me so long. Quite busy. I have not arrived at Western yet. I am seeing an old friend in Craghammer. I hope things are okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Crag.
I'll just leave it at that.
So you get back to the guild hall. Everybody else, you guys are waking up. Spell slots refreshed. If you have any points of exhaustion,
Yes.
they go down. As you guys come down, you see a bunch of, and Thea, as you enter, you see a bunch of creepy paper. I can't remember what the actual name is. I can just think of what we do in the shadows. Creepy
Oh yes,
paper.
the crappy paper.
Yes. But you see the whole guild hall is decorated in mourning with like black tablecloths and all of
They're all wearing black. Like,
yeah, they're all mourning. They're wearing veils. It's a whole thing. The white chef's hat has been replaced with a black chef's hat. They're all in mourning.
Did the kobold who died have a name that we knew?
Do you want to ask one of them? You don't speak Draconic. I don't believe you do.
No, but
Okay.
let's see. I haven't prepared my spells for the day, so let me just
get comprehend
Tongue.
languages or whatever the heck.
tongues. I'm gonna cast tongues, and I'm gonna say, did he have a name?
His name was Plarg.
Clark.
Plarg.
It's beautiful.
As she laughs.
Oh, that's canon. That happened. It
No, I
happened.
didn't.
It happened.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry. Just the
Jacob,
way you
don't
kept
listen
saying
to
it.
her. It
Clark.
happened. Plarg.
You have to
I-
pronounce it like that. There's also Plarg, which is a different name in kobold culture.
Clark and Clark.
Plarg.
Yeah, there's like accents and umlauts.
Yeah,
and
there's
shit in there.
accents and umlauts, and there's male and female, and it's a whole lot.
Couple silent letters in there.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
like a
Yeah,
Clargo.
it's
Clargo
spelled
in there.
Plarraghrr.
Q
Clark.
W.
of E.
I'm not even gonna try to spell that name.
Don't worry, it won't be important after this scene.
It ends up being the most important thing that's ever happened.
It
this
like
entire
rises
campaign.
from the dead.
The only way that you can ever stop my evil plan is with the kobold. Plarg.
He's the big bad.
Yeah, Plarg is actually the big bad.
You have to name me.
What is my? It's like a Rumpelstiltskin sort
Yep.
of situation.
What is my
That
name?
actually would be a really interesting campaign.
You
Ooh.
have
Like
to
some
spend
throwaway
the whole
character.
time figuring out the
Idea in
name.
my brain. Okay,
Or-
anyway.
A 4-year
Well,
campaign.
You
A throwaway character like
I'll
2
look
months
at him and I'll
in.
be like, I'm sorry for your loss. I wish I
thank
could.
you.
I wish I
I
tried.
know you tried your best.
it didn't work.
Plarg is in the fires now.
The fires?
The fires.
What are those?
Well, it's the fires.
Okay. Alright.
They have very low intelligence scores. Asking them about abstract concepts is probably not going to work well.
That checks out, yeah, that makes sense.
You also know that these are red kobolds, and they were likely under a red dragon.
Mm.
So the fires could literally just be that their former master would, light them up, and they called it the fires.
Hmm.
And then they
And I'll just look at him and say, if there's anything else we can do, let me know.
Well, we are collecting money for the family
Go fund me.
to
How
pay
much-
for funeral expenses.
Didn't they have the funeral in the basement already?
No, that was where they prepared the body. You don't understand kobold culture.
Does he have like a
Oh.
jar or something?
There's like a little collections basket sort of thing going around.
Oh, okay.
You see Turk throws in a silver
Okay.
as
Oh,
he's
and
playing. He's playing like dirges in the corner.
not again.
Yeah,
Not working his dirges.
yeah.
Turk and the Dirges.
Turk and the dirges.
Band name.
It's his new grunge punk band.
Yeah.
Super.
We're all
emo
throwing a
grunge.
goal
Okay.
when it gets to me.
Can I go into the guild's finances and fill it all up with gold?
Fill the what?
The jar.
Finances up with
The
gold.
basket.
Oh.
The
Okay.
basket.
So Anzu, as you go into the vault, that you guys have installed, in the office, there is no gold in there. All that is in there is watermelons.
Open one up.
I'm gonna put my gold in there.
Okay, so you put some gold on top of the watermelons.
No, not.
Oh, into the collection basket. Okay. How much gold?
How much does it take to fill it up?
I mean, in all honesty, most of this money is going to go back into the guild anyway. This is more of a tradition. When, as you ask this, you see one of the older male kobolds. Well, you see, when one of us would die, we would gather some of our former master's hoard, and we would act like, oh, we're helping, and blah, 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 and then it would kind of go back into the hoard.
Hmm.
Is there supposed to be gold in the vault?
Wasn't there gold in the vault like a day ago when we checked the vault? And
No, you guys didn't check the vault. Anzu checked the books and found a discretion in the books, and then Soph was like,
cut them open.
we're cleaning it. You know.
Cut open
Can I
the
ask so
watermelons.
why we don't have anything at the guild?
Well,
I mean,
sir, you said that we were supposed to clean things, and Garnash and I took on the executive decision that having the money where people could steal it was probably not the best idea. And since only the upper level members and Garnash and myself know of the farm and its true purpose, we thought it was best if we stored things there.
very well.
But if you ever need refreshment, you can always open a
Mhm.
watermelon. That's
Ah.
what Garnash says.
Hmm.
Refresh.
That's like Arrested Development. They're like, there's always money in the banana stand.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's time to expand the guild a little more, right? I mean, these kobolds.
Well,
about
so we
20.
are working on the alchemist's edition.
Yes.
But the kobolds are doing excavations in the basement.
Ooh.
What? Wait.
They've been doing that. You guys knew about that.
Yeah. No.
Where 200 kobolds gonna sleep? Well, 199 are gonna sleep.
Yeah, I think I knew about that. You know that buildings have foundations, and if you... This is a problem.
It's just
No,
fantasy.
Caleb, what are foundations? Ugh, I don't know what that is.
No,
Ugh.
I'm just saying we've never thought, like, oh, we're gonna let 200 kobolds just go into our basement and start digging shit up and not think about the
I always
integral...
feel bad for them because, like, they love being slaves, but
No,
like you
we're
can try to do something
Oh,
nice
we
for them,
pay
and
them.
they'll be
They're
like,
being
"No,
paid.
no, I
pay
don't."
them.
We're
We're
paying
being
you a
paid.
minimum
them.
wage. It's fine.
We pay
Yeah, it's
them.
not
Sure.
often called a slave wage by modern economists, but you know, whatever.
I come downstairs expecting
potato.
a bass and eggs breakfast.
There is no bass. There is no eggs.
No.
There's only sadness. You see, as everybody kind of gets down, that all of the kobolds notice that everyone is here now, and they start putting all of the tables together to make, you know, a big table for everybody to sit around. I kind of want to wait for Abby to get back here because this is going to be an interesting part.
I hate
down.
exactly what you're about to do.
I come downstairs. What's going on?
There's
You see-
no breakfast.
Oh.
Here's some
You
more.
see the Mama Kobold come over to you, Cirrus, with tears in her eyes.
What's going on? Animus, what did you do?
I was asleep the whole time. I have no idea what happened. At first, a bunch of things were like hanging up, and I thought it was someone's birthday or something. But it's not someone's birthday. Everyone's sad. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Well, as these tables are being put together and everybody's getting ready for something, that will be where we take tonight's break. All right. So as the tables are all being pushed together and everything is being prepared, everyone's beginning to sit down. A few of the kobolds beckon for you guys to take a seat. You see the chef comes out with a few of his other chefs,
Oh no.
and they begin putting like breads and things of that nature around the table.
Don't do this.
And then they bring out a very large serving dish,
Jacob, don't do this.
and they place it at the center of the tables.
Jacob. Jacob.
Everyone looks around.
Jacob.
The chef lifts up the dish, and you see a kobold
Oh
laying there,
god! I knew it was
freshly
gonna happen.
cooked.
Oh my god.
I knew it was gonna happen.
So kobolds are a little cannibalistic. This is found in society in our world too. they begin eating the dead kobold.
What the fuck is happening? I thought it was someone's birthday.
I'll partake.
All right, Anzu, you take a little bit off one of the legs.
Did you guys kill a kobold just to eat a kobold? Are we that bad on money right now?
It's stringy. It's real gamey. It's like eating a squirrel. Not an amazing flavor.
I'm not eating that. I brought a whole bass in last night. Why are we eating a kobold?
You brought in a whole bass?
Yeah, I put it in the kitchen. I took
Plarg
it all the
was
way...
the one that brought that bass.
No, he was not. Don't tell me.
No, it wasn't Plarg. No, it was Flarg, his brother.
Where is the main chef that usually takes my order and whatnot?
He's in the center of the table, large chef hat on, as he is carving up the kobold and passing it out, much like the Grinch on Christmas.
I look over at Zygon. Why the fuck are we eating a kobold?
I don't know, but we're good.
Oh God.
I kind of look at the kobold chef to kind of ask permission, I guess.
I'm drinking a beer and not eating kobolds.
Zygon leans over to one of the kobolds, and you hear, as you hear, Zygon turns to you. Yeah, so it's like part of their culture or something that when one of them dies, the rest of them eat them or something, and if you don't eat part of the kobold, they're going to consider it really rude.
Ew.
So...
But, like, we don't know how he died. What if he died, like, on the toilet or something?
I mean, he died on the floor. I think we've established that.
I wasn't here for that conversation.
I'm gonna keep digging in.
Yeah, I'm gonna start eating him. Her? Is it him?
Him, yeah. Plarg is male.
I'd like to start eating him.
Yeah. You guys, with how many kobolds there are, you guys really only get like a piece or two of the kobold. As I said, very stringy, very gamey, kind of like eating squirrel.
Does it taste good?
No.
I don't want to eat that, and I'm not going to eat that. Once again,
you see
I don't know how he died, so...
You see the kobold chef make eye contact with you as he reaches out a plate with a little bit of the meat on it. He just stares at you.
Animus, just take a bite, mate. Just take a bite.
How did he die?
Just take a bite.
No, how did he die, though?
Just take a bite. Doesn't matter.
Take a bite.
We can figure it out later. It's fine.
You see him pull out a sharpening tool and start sharpening a knife.
Animus, just take a bite.
Can I prestidigitate it to make it taste like cheesecake?
That is not how prestidigitation
What the
works.
fuck is going on?
That's one of the examples of prestidigitation.
It's smell. I don't believe it's taste.
Where is
it?
the bass?
Well, I can do
The
smell. Why can't it do
eggs.
taste?
Animus, how about this? I'll make a deal with you.
So yummy.
How about you? If
Animus,
you
make
take
a
that
dexterity saving throw for me.
It's too late.
Animus, if you actually take that bite, I will cook you a bass. How about that?
Jacob, I want to do detect magic.
Okay.
My dexterity check is a 22.
Okay. Okay. You, as you and Cirrus are kind of arguing about this, you hear as a knife just goes right past your cheek. It sticks into the wall behind you, and you look and you see the chef is sharpening another knife now.
Whoa. I do detect
You need to
magic.
eat it.
Nothing besides like people's magical items and stuff.
Okay. There's nothing
Just
wrong
take
with
a
the
bite.
meat.
Take a bite.
Not that you can tell.
I'll take a little piece of it and I'll
Cheesecake.
Puts his
Good.
knife away.
Good, isn't it?
I didn't spit it out. Didn't spit it out. Just drinking my beer now.
You just had.
All right, and you see at the end of the meal, you see the The dog starts to bark. Daisy, she's fine. You see the mother of the kobold go. She climbs up on the table and she grabs the skull of the kobold and pulls it out. And you see them. She holds it up in the air, and they all go. Rah!
Rah.
And then they kind of all start dispersing. Some of them go back to doing work in the guild hall. Some of them go back downstairs. The paper and other things that denote the funeral are all taken down because now it's around 1 when people will start coming in. So the kobolds are getting back to work, and you see them swap out of their mourning clothes and put their normal gear back on.
And then put on their evening clothes?
Yeah.
What is happening? Why did I wake up to this? I just wanted some eggs.
He left that poison dust out, and he got into it.
No,
Yeah, that's on you, Bucko.
Whoa! I put the
Yes,
whole
you
kit
should
away.
feel pretty guilty right now.
I put the whole kit away, right?
Obviously you didn't.
Except for that, apparently.
Well, I probably didn't leave it at a high enough place where they couldn't reach it. That's probably my mistake.
So it's on you.
I think you would be a horrible father.
Well, good thing I'm not trying to be a father. Also, if he ingested that poison, why did we just eat him?
I didn't.
Animus, you're thinking too logically
I
here.
don't know. We cooked it out, didn't we?
It's like alcohol when you, like, cook it.
Yeah, you just have to sweat it.
No, because that...
Well, I'm getting a pretty good high right now.
That
I was
poison,
gonna say, anybody else feeling absolutely blitzed right now?
that magic poison had some magic, and you can't really cook out magic.
Not with that attitude.
Well, I spit it out, so.
It's nice sparkle on the meat. Man, no wonder Mo ate people. It tastes great.
Oh my god. Okay, what are we doing, guys? We need to figure out our next plan of action. Are we going to Westrun, considering Thea's vision told us not to go to Westrun?
Yes.
I think it might be a good place to start. Well, Neris will be there soon.
So, what are we trying to accomplish there, though? Right?
I'm going to get some lemonade while you talk about this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because our current situation is we have 6-ish weeks before the our kind of like due date on the end of the world. So, and we still need to find at least one more vestige if we are going to gain more power here. I was hoping to try to go and find the water Ashari. I mean, we have a couple things we need to do, and I'm just wondering how long and what we're doing in Westrun that's gonna help us. Because every time we like go somewhere, right? Every time we've gone to like a place just because we're drawn to that place, and they end up like being there, and we try to fight, we end up losing those fights and having to run, and we're just knocked back to where we were every single time, and now we're on a time crunch.
Yeah, it's about 3 weeks before the zenith.
Whoa! It was 6 weeks.
No, it was a month.
What is
Yeah,
this
it
time
was
frame?
a month. It was a month, like 6 sessions ago.
We've only gone through 2 days.
No, it was 6 sessions ago. Was more than 2 days ago. You guys have about 3 weeks.
Well, good job, Caleb. Now it's 2 weeks and 6 days.
Now it's 1 week.
I don't know what's
You
happening.
want to go for 4 days?
2 sessions ago, we had 2 months. I have that written down. So I'm confused on how it's already down to a month.
I don't know that. I'll have to
2 weeks.
review. I was under the impression it was a month, and that was a few sessions ago. So it would be closer to 3 weeks now. However, I will look, and if that is the case, I will double check. But
Time is a
either way,
construct.
you guys don't have a ton of time. You're gonna have to figure out what you want to do soon.
Well, that's why I was calculating time, though, is because I've been writing down our time. Because we had 3 months back when we originally went for... whenever we originally went to go for Anzu. And then once we got Anzu, we came back to Amon and then immediately went for the vestige.
Here. I will defer to you on this, but I will double check.
Let's just say we have a month or 2,
That's fair.
Roughly.
We have roughly a month or 2.
and then we can figure it out later. We'll know when it hits us. How about that?
Okay, so our options are Water Shari, Vestige in Amon,
But below the city.
and then
The burning of
something interesting.
There's one in the Gray Valley.
Something's going on in Westrun, and then there's another vestige in the Grey Valley.
Where's the Grey Valley again?
It is north of Craghammer. Here, let me
Over
show you.
yonder.
I mean, we could go for that vestige and then go to Westrun. And
So
then...
it is in the Cliffkeep mountain range, and it's here.
Well,
You guys
Linares,
are here.
yeah, Linares said she was visiting an old friend in Craghammer, and then it's gonna be in Western. Maybe we do a little boop boop.
We could do a little boop boop with
I
Linares.
do like doing boop boops.
I think that would be a good one. We don't have to get all the vestiges. I just think at least one more vestige may help our odds on this. Do we know even what kind of vestiges are which ones below Amon and which ones?
You do not.
Cool.
Do we know how to reach the one below Amon, or are we still?
So it is in a labyrinth that they've recently discovered that changes about every 12 minutes.
The last thing we need is a changing puzzle.
The last thing we need is to be stuck in a labyrinth for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You guys could also teleport out. Well, unless there's magic barring being able to leave.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Jacob just created a
Already.
magic bar. Let it not let us...
Oh, well, I mean, I'm just putting it out there. It may or may not already be there.
I think maybe Craghammer and then check out what's going on in Westrun. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yep.
And then
Good
in
split
Western,
up.
we might be able to find some information about this poison that you found.
True. And then, I mean, if I needed to, I can try to find the Water Ashari before the time frame. If we needed to
Where in the do you remember the general area of the ocean that they're in?
Yes, it's between, there's some islands that are between Marquette and Taldore. There's like an
Right, but do we
archipelago.
It'd be in the
Time
western
for that.
direction, right?
Yeah, no,
Like-
no, that's the opposite direction. That's why I'm saying we're not doing that
So-
right now.
For reference,
I forget.
okay, so
Because
Here-
my car's that way.
here is Amon. Marquette is this way.
No, I thought it was that way for some reason.
No, Vasselheim and Marquette are that way. Wildmount is this way.
I thought it was Wild Mountain Marquette and then Vasselheim. So
No,
Vasselheim.
I believe Vasselheim is north of Marquette.
Yes.
I don't remember which continents are where. I will double check that as well. Drusar is also
It's
near
on.
Marquette. Anyway,
You're right. It's
Um,
Marquette would be.
Broussard is in Marquette.
yeah, Drusar is a major city within the continent of
Where your
Marquette.
finger is, Jacob. If you go west and
That's
south
Amon.
into the ocean,
This way.
that's the
Yeah,
archipelago.
this way is where he's wanting to go.
And then right
and then
below
one of the
that's
vestiges
Marquette.
is here, and then Western is here, and then the other vestige that you guys know of is where you guys
where we
currently
are.
Ow! I just hit myself in the face with my book.
Attaboy.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have an opinion about where we go?
Well, I think we could split up. Right?
No. No more. we
Well,
don't
first
need
we're
any
gonna
more
go
splitting
to
up.
where your wife is, considering she's jumping right into Westrun, and we are not sure how badly Westrun's doing right now. I feel like having Linares being there alone is a bad idea. I know she's strong, but
Can we go Western then Craghammer, or would it make more sense to go Craghammer than Western?
It would be
Technically,
Crag.
Craghammer is closer,
Okay, well let's go Craghammer.
but
with
Western is more direct, and Craghammer is a dwarf city that does not always take kindly to visitors.
Let's go
Yeah, they're not gonna like us.
Western
They
Craghammer.
can get over it. I don't know.
There's
I
also
feel-
Singorn. You guys remember that in the Frostweld is where you guys saw that giant portal open up and a bunch of shadow creatures came out, and that was where Shavira was, and
Really want to go near that, I'll be honest. Just not. Doesn't sound pleasant.
do we have Munch around? Is he sitting in the basement? Is that what?
yeah, Munch is just chilling. He eats the garbage.
Munch!
He's gotten a little bit bigger.
They look alright.
Chonk.
He went from the size of a pug to the size of a German Shepherd. He's a big boy.
Well,
Jacob, don't I have a pet now, or did I dream of that?
There were Holly fans that were like chill with you.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah. You still have the drum from the drum circle, though.
I do have the drum.
well.
So how do we get to Craghammer? I assume we
Well-
just go to the teleportation district place where we can teleport up to Craghammer.
You do not have permission to go to Craghammer.
Let's go to fucking Western then.
Hold on.
So Craghammer, so Mathis gave you access to the relay. However, Craghammer is run by two dwarven families, and they're a little bit more particular about who can use it and who can't.
Intriguing.
I feel like. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cast Commune. Or wait, maybe Divinate. Let me double check the difference. So, come back to me.
Can I go play darts? I'll let everybody else figure it out. I'm gonna go throw darts at a dartboard.
I can
Make a dexterity check.
I can teleport us to Craghammer
How?
Um,
Through trees.
through trees.
Have you seen a tree in Craghammer?
I have, because I had to fly above Craghammer whenever I was flying to the Earth Ashari, I believe. Whichever one I did on my own.
Craghammer is also a city within a mountain.
Yeah. So remember whenever we had
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah. We had that
But
whole thing
you
with the
wouldn't
knolls.
be in the city.
No, we'd be just outside it. The whole thing with the
Yeah.
knolls. Whenever there was
Yeah.
that big village,
Yeah,
that was just outside Craghammer, like an hour
it
or
was
two.
close to Yeah, it was close.
Because I flew north and past the knolls, going kind of past Craghammer whenever I was flying up to the Ashari. So I could get us close by just going to one of the trees near the mountain. And then we walk about an hour up to the mountain.
Okay. I'm going to cast Commune as a ritual. Which will take like 10 minutes or something.
Okay.
And I get 3 questions, 3 yes or no questions.
Okay.
My first question is, how do I word this? Let's see. Want to ask, like, was the vision of the young version of my mother something that is happening currently or will happen soon?
Few seconds go by. Nothing is coming. And then you hear in the back of your mind, yes.
Yes.
Yes, it's only yes or no answers. So
Okay.
I can't say if it's happening right now or if it's happening soon or...
But that's not a past thing.
No.
Okay, awesome.
Was that was that your second question?
No. Second question. Was the version of my mother in that vision a clone of her? Like the ones we've been seeing in the vats and things.
I'm trying to think if the Moonweaver would know. Probably not, honestly. A few seconds go by. Unknown. They aren't omniscient.
I know. Last question. Wait, I'm gonna look at everybody else. Y'all got any questions for the Moonweaver about this situation?
What was your first question to do with your mom?
It was if Western was currently on fire, basically.
Is Daenerys going to be in danger?
I was gonna say maybe ask about if your mom if that's actually your mom.
I already did that.
She already did.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was reading. That's why I asked what the questions were.
Okay, that's a good one. Is Daenerys going to be in danger in Western or Crag?
Or Craghammer?
Or Crag. I'm leaving it kind of open.
A few moments go by. Yes.
Oh.
Well, now we know our answer.
Well, son of a
All
bitch.
right. Now, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you were happy with your service, please leave us a 5-star review.
Nice.
On what would the divine help desk be?
What is that? I don't know. Well, seems like Daenerys might be in danger soon. So maybe that's our first priority.
Let's go find her, I guess. Do we know where she is?
She's in Craghammer.
Well, let's go to Craghammer then.
Oh,
When you last
right.
spoke to her, she was Craghammer.
Which was like earlier today.
Which was
yes,
like...
it was 4 or 5 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was thinking about casting Sending again, and seeing if where she's at now.
That's up to you.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Sending at 4th level now because I'm out of 3rd level slots. Okay, bird. And I'm gonna say, "Hey, me again. there's a vestige in Craghammer. Any chance you'd be able to help us enter the city?
A few moments go by.
Pretty shush.
I might be able to. I'll ask Titus.
Do I know that name?
You do not. Anzu,
Hmm.
make a history check for me.
I'll go to YouTube it. YouTube it.
24.
Okay. Titus was one of the college's first, or the conservatory's first students. Titus Thunderbrand.
Oh, the thunder.
He, very promising young student in evocation and abjuration. So the two fields that you and Linares were keen on. He graduated probably like 75 years ago. You hadn't really
Did
heard
we have
much
a-
of him in a while.
Did we have a pretty good relationship?
Yeah, kind of like a mentor role, but like a professor that you like, but you wouldn't hang out with them on weekends or anything. You know, it's just like I go to your class, we have a good rapport, and then I go home. You know,
Mm.
that sort of relationship.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys might be able to get into Craghammer.
Mhm. Okay. I assume she'll keep me updated on that.
Probably, maybe, who knows.
Wasn't Linares in Westrum?
So Linares was on her way to Westerin, but she, for some reason, has taken a detour to Craghammer.
Okay. So we're basically just joining her.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because she's in danger.
Birdie, shut up.
She is potentially in danger. Also, Thea asked in Westerin or Craghammer.
Yeah.
So you don't
But I
know if she's
figure-
in. Oh, you said
If you-
and?
I still know, but I said in Western or Craghammer, so I figured if we just joined her in Craghammer, we could just
You
be
could
with her the
possibly
whole
keep
time.
her away from the danger.
Yes. That's the idea. But I didn't want to be like, you're in danger, you know.
Run! Hide!
While I wait for her answer, should we maybe like stock up on potions and things?
I'm pretty good on stuff from the last time whenever we went to Marquette. I'm still pretty stocked up. So I'm good to go.
I think
Are you guys saying I got my DMG out for nothing?
I don't have potions, so I
It's
want
actually yes.
potions. I want potions.
We buy
Okay.
potions.
So, Soph reminds you guys, we do have a stock of a few potions in the basement.
Huh.
Garnesh thought it was a tactical disadvantage to not have potions on site.
That's valid. How many are there?
You have 2 graders at the guild hall, and then 1 lesser.
I think we need to stock up that
Yeah.
stock.
I almost want to save that for like the other people. You know what I mean?
She is a lady of the people.
Like, what if they need it? You know? I'll go buy some. Well, I've got some errands I want to run.
Does
First,
anybody else want to? Anybody else got errands to run? I'll have Zygon go with you just in case.
Okay.
mainly because he probably needs them too. Because I remember he used like 1 or 2 during the last big fight.
Okay.
All right, so you guys make your way to a potions store. I was wondering. I've said it a few times, and that was the first time you caught it.
I almost did that when I was playing with my other group the other day. I like said like you make your way, and then I almost went. And I was like, don't do that.
Don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
Stop being weird. 135. Man, the magical items pages are just insanely long.
They really are. Very.
Alright. So what are you looking for?
Let's see. I want probably Birdie. You gotta stop. A couple graders maybe, and like a superior.
Okay.
Oh wait, how much are the superiors again?
Caleb, do you have that table?
I do. Healings are 50, graders are 100, superiors are 250, supremes are 500, but it's also based on what city you're on and how much they
And
have.
stock.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so probably a couple graders and like 1 superior would be helpful, or maybe 2 of each, if that's possible.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, they have those in stock. You can go ahead and buy them. So what was that again? Give me
So 2 graders would be like 300.
Caleb, it's 100 for graders, right?
100 for graders.
Yeah, so it'd be 200. And then a superior that puts you at 500 total.
Okay. With all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. I will take 500 off.
Cool.
And then,
2 graders, 1 superior.
okay.
I'll have Zygon also get 2 healing and 1 grader. Okay. Okay. Potions have been acquired.
Ow, Birdie.
Birdie would like a potion.
She just has to poop. I'm just being a big baby. She keeps farting. You farty. You too.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
When everyone's ready, we can head to one of the trees in the city and walk through the tree.
I will say I have used a lot of spells today, trying to bring a kobold back to life. Birdie!
Squeaky.
Jesus.
Well, hopefully we get a
Well,
rest.
what do we need to do now? Rub a tree by the cherry or something?
Hey,
That's exactly how it works.
Is it a cherry tree?
Let's head to one of the larger trees. If there's one in the city, I forget if there are some or not.
Otherwise, travel via plants is what you're using, right? Or travel, yeah.
Yeah.
Transport via plants.
Yeah. Let me look this up really quick, because familiarity is key.
Yes. It's a very broad spell, but it's also a very high level spell, so...
It is a very broad spell.
Birdie.
Okay. Spell creates a magical link between a large or larger inanimate plant within range of another plant at any distance on the same plane. You must have seen or touched the destination plant at least once. Yeah. For the duration, any creature can step. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you eventually find a tree that you think will be large enough. You open it up, and all of you rush through.
This used to be a lot harder when Lochnar was part of the group. You had to find
Yeah.
really big trees.
Really big tree. But you guys step through, and you are in a very lush forest at the foot of the what is it, the cliff top mountains? Cliff Keep Mountains. Yes. You guys are in the Wildwood.
Okay.
Which is east of Craghammer.
And the vestige wasn't actually in Craghammer, right?
No, the vestige is in the Grey Valley, which is northeast of Craghammer. So, Craghammer is here.
Mm-hmm.
Grey Valley is here. I'm not flipping you guys off.
Oh, Jacob, that's not nice.
See, I have two fingers. Out. But here, Craghammer. Here.
Where are your manners, Jacob?
I'm sorry. All right. So you guys are east of Craghammer. As you guys are traveling, let's see. So you guys are further east, which means it is later in the day. So I would say it's probably about 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need somebody to make a survival check to see if you can figure out like where you guys are in position.
Our ranger will make a
Our
survival
ranger.
check.
Sounds like a job for our ranger.
I got
We have a
it.
ranger.
He's been rolling terrible all game.
I will give you some guidance.
Perfect.
So that's an extra D4.
I'll give him some guidance too. Don't piss in thorn bushes.
What is this, survival?
Yes.
11.
11.
That's our ranger.
I got a natural 1.
You got a natural 1.
Oh my god.
Okay. So you look up into the sky and you see the sun beginning to kind of wane, not yet setting.
Sun
My
hurts.
eyes.
You kind of pick up some leaves, see which way they blow. Your conclusion is you have no idea where you guys are.
Mm.
Guys, I think we're getting closer.
I trust you,
Like your
ranger.
survival check?
Kitchen check.
I think we're getting there.
Wherever it is we want to go,
We're
going.
we're not quite there, but we're
we're gonna die.
we're a ways toward that location.
I feel like we've passed that tree before. Serious, where are we?
Oh,
Thea, roll a D100 for me.
we're
Yeah.
we're Animus,
91.
that tree is a great brown. Yes, very very common in this area. So there's a lot of them. You've probably seen some similar, but I personally, as the ranger, do not think that is the same tree we have passed.
Well,
Once.
I'll just say this. It is entirely something that I do that I remember every single tree I ever see.
Right, but I think
It's got a photographic memory,
Specifically,
but for bark.
every single tree I
like
ever
a
see.
serial killer.
And there's
something.
also a slight magical aura, like a natural aura I get from each tree, and I've seen that tree today.
As you guys are walking through, Anzu, you're the first to feel it. You feel arcane energy begin to swell near you, and you see this arcane energy orb come out of Thea's chest and begin to flash and kind of burst, and then it goes back inside her. And then Thea, you feel your skin change, and you start to develop scales, and then you guys see like Thea starts to look kind of like a dragonborn, and then that fades away, and you see she starts to get gills on her neck as she looks like a triton, and then you see it cycle again as she grows a tail and gets like a pinkish sort of hued skin as she looks like a tiefling, and then it goes back to normal Thea.
Holy
What
hell,
fuck was that, Thea?
Thea.
Are you okay?
So Thea,
you need,
to tell you what the game thing is, if you die within the next minute, you immediately come back to life as if by the reincarnate spell.
Yay!
fuck?
You randomly roll a new race.
Yeah, if you die within the next minute.
We're killing her.
Nobody.
Just everybody starts stabbing Thea.
Slowly pull.
I sure don't know what that was.
Staff.
So as you guys are wandering through the forest by the guide of your ranger,
Oh, we're not wandering. We're not lost.
we're vaguely going in a direction. That will be where we end tonight's session.
Hey.
Hey. So I want to say thank you everybody so much for watching, and we hope to see you hopefully next week. Bye.
See you guys.